Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Dynamite, or Strength for Might. I am Jim Ross, here with Trini Kwan and with Wade Barrett. And today on Dynamite, or Strength for Might, we're gonna have Jesus the Healer, Jesus the Freer, the Son of God here. Yes, we are. Trini Kwan said it'd be good to see Jesus the Healer, Jesus the Freer here on Dynamite, or Strength for Might. Yes, it will be, Wade Barrett says. And I wonder, what's he going to talk about? Hi, I'm Jesus the Healer, or Jesus the Freer, or also known as the Son of God, the King of Kings, the Prince of the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Earl of Earls, the Kaiser of Kaisers, and also known as the Kingling of Rest, and many other names, including, and I came here as a gift to all mankind and all womankind hundred years ago. And some folks out there have a thought and belief that December is not my birthday. They believe I was born way earlier than that. Some folks believe that my birthday have been taken over by Holy Fellow Nicholas, but that's not true. I came to Earth by God, as a gift by God, to keep an oath that was made to mankind and womankind to end sin, to free sin. I was the one who was the answer to that. God so loved the world, so loved mankind and womankind, He gave His only Son, me, as a gift to you all, to all mankind and all womankind, to free you from sin, to forgive you for your sins so you could all go to heaven smoothly. And since the handicap of sin is death, through my death, love and forgiveness was given. Through my death, forever life was given. God so loved the world, He was willing to have me go through to take on all the sins of all mankind and all womankind. And I was willing to go through all of that, because I knew at the end of the day, God's goal was to love, to forgive, and to give forever life. So through my death, through my blood, you all were forgiven. You all had forever life given to you. You all had love was given to you through God. So loved the world, He gave it me. I think John 3:16 says, "So God so loved the world, He gave His own begotten Son. So those who believeth in Him shall not die, but have forever life." Well, Oscar says, "Jesus, I take you as my Lord and Freer and Healer. I thank you, Jesus, for the love and forgiveness and the forever life that God gave for us through you. And I say thank you for taking on my sins and dying for my sins and for me, so I could be free from sin, so I could have love and forgiveness and forever life." "Me too," Kyrie Singh said. "I take you too, Jesus, as my Lord and Freer. Thank you for the love and forgiveness and forever life that you gave me through your death, for your blood. And thank God for bringing you to earth and having God forgive us and love us and free us from sin and give us forever life through you, through your death, through your boldness." Well, thank you, Oscar and Kyrie Singh. Thank you very much. Now I must go now. For though my birthday does not come until December, I'm around all the time. My kinship with everyone is endless. My love and forgiveness is endless. And for those who believe, and for those who do not believe, they have been forgiven too. Well, that's good to hear. Good to see Jesus the Healer, Jesus the Freer, Jesus the Son of God here today, Jim Ross said. Trini Kwan said a lot of folks might not believe in Jesus. A lot of folks might not believe he's the Son of God. But for those who believe, they were freed. They were healed. They were loved and forgiven. Well, Wade Barrett said even those who do not believe were forgiven too that day. You know, for the believers, the unbelievers, and the non-believers alike. Well, today, since we got to be with Jesus, I'm going to tell you right now, Oscar says, I want the TWF team winnings. Yeah, Kyrie Singh said, we want the TWF women team winnings. And I know Oscar is a two-time TWF women's team fighter. She won it once with Gil Kim and once with me. And I know in WWE, she's a former two-time WWE women's team fighter with me, Kyrie Singh, and Charlotte Flair. So, someone needs to come out and make the match. Make the fight, Kyrie Singh says. Do we need to go through our long yesteryear of why I think we'd be great? Oscar says, I am a former WWE NXT Women's Heavyweight Fighter. I'm a two-time WWE Raw Women's Heavyweight Fighter, one-time WWE SmackDown Heavyweight Fighter, two-time WWE Women's Team Fighter. Don't forget me, Kyrie Singh said, I'm a former WNXT Women's Heavyweight Fighter, a former WWE Women's Team Fighter. Well, if we're gonna play that, well, that's what here comes Nikki Cross. And here comes Rhea Ripley coming out now. So we're gonna play that game, right? We're gonna talk about Oscar and Kyrie saying we're gonna play that game. Well, I can play that game too. Oh, I'm a former WWE NXT UK Women's Heavyweight Fighter. I'm a former WWE NXT Women's Heavyweight Fighter. Former WWE Raw Women's Heavyweight Fighter. Former WWE Women's Team Fighter. I can do that too, Nikki Cross says. I'm a former three-time WWE Women's Team Fighter. And I'm also I am almost an over good doer. So yeah, we can play that game, Rhea Ripley said. Oh, we can play that game for sure. For right, Nikki Cross says. Alright. That's enough of that. Oh, it's enough of that. I know I gotta have a stand just to stand up in the ring. It's so shameful. I know I gotta have a stand just to stand up in the ring. That's the way someone at Hasbro made me be like. There we go. Where are we at here? Alright. So now I got my stand. Shit! I'm sorry. Now I got my stand, so I can stand up now without falling on my leer. You know? So I could stand without, without falling on my leer. Can't really hold on to my raft staff anymore after half of my thumb broke off sometime this year. But anyway, enough with that. I'm the only one that can make a fight around here. And the way I look at it is, the way I look at this is that the only way we're going to have a fight here is by me. And I'm the only one that we have offshooting from Adam Pearce and William Regal and Johnny Saint and Scott D'Amore and Dean Hill. So here today on Dynamite, or Strength or Might, we're going to see Rhea Ripley, Nikki Cross, fight Asuka and Kairi Singh for the TWF Women Team winnings. Astronomer says. And that's all. And the way I look at it, Ecliptor says, I hope you're happy. See this as a early Yule gift, or an early Gathering of Lights gift, or early whatever gift it might be. Ecliptor says, the fight happens now. The match happens now. Well, we heard from Astronomer. Well, we heard from Astronomer or Corone. Let's go. Well, we heard from Astronomer and Ecliptor. Now we gotta get a fight lore in the ring, Jim Ross says. And it's on. This is for the TWF Women's Team winnings. First, they are the TWF Women Team winners, Nikki Cross and Rhea Ripley. And they are Asuka and Kairi Singh. Ding ding ding. Well, let's go back, Jim Ross said, a little bit back in time. And WWE, back around 29 between YL when truth was Asuka and Kairi Singh were put together as a team way back in 28 between YL. They had Paige as their overseer for some time before that. Before they went bad, starting spitting in folks' ears, speaking in Dawnlandish. You're right. Asuka taking down Nikki Cross, Jim Ross said. Asuka is called the queen, the Kaiserin of tomorrow, Jim Ross says. Well, Trini Kwan said, and keep in mind, Asuka was the longest lording TWF women, longest WWE NXT women's heavyweight fighter, and the longest TWF women's heavyweight fighter too. And Asuka taking down Nikki Cross, who brings in Kairi Singh. And Kairi Singh wants to do the insane elbow. But Kairi Singh just missed. Jim Ross said, yeah, Trini Kwan said, Kairi Singh missed. And that's not going to be good for the former WWE NXT Women's Heavyweight fighter too. And now Nikki Cross took down Kairi Singh and brought in Rhea Ripley. Well, I'll tell you what, Wade Barrett said, every one of these women in the ring all did great things. Some of them did more than others during their time in WWE. But they had one thing the same. They all came from NXT before they went to Raw and SmackDown. And Kairi Singh is a spokeswoman for WWE now. Yeah, that's true. Kairi Singh is no longer a wrestler anymore. She's a spokeswoman now, Jim Ross says. And Rhea Ripley wants to do the Riptide to Kairi Singh. And Asuka got up there and down. What was that all about? Kairi Singh just knocked down Rhea Ripley. Wait a minute. Kairi Singh wants to do the insane elbow. The insane elbow by Kairi Singh. Nikki Cross coming and Asuka just took out Nikki Cross. Is that all going to be? 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winners in the new TWF Team Fighters. The new TWF Women Team Fighters. Asuka and Kairi Singh. Asuka and Kairi Singh probably are going to make everyone happy. And I'm sure there are some... I'm sure that Asuka and Kairi Singh making a lot of folks happy. I'm sure she make Gil Kim and Mia Ying and Haiku Sakuda happy too. Well, don't forget about Io Shirai. Make her happy as well. And now Kairi Singh and Asuka are now the new once again the TWF Women Team winners here, and the TWF, Jim Ross said. Yes, they are, Wade Barrett says. They done good. They beat Nikki Cross and Rhea Ripley, two skilled women in their own right. But we all knew Nikki Cross was a weak link of the team. Hey, would you stop saying that? Trini Kwan says. Stop calling Nikki Cross the weak link of the team. You know, yeah. If it wasn't for Asuka knocking Nikki Cross down, almost the over good doer, then Rhea Ripley would have won. So don't gild it on Nikki Cross. I'll gild it on Nikki Cross all I want, Wade Barrett said. I got that right to gild it on Nikki Cross if I want to. You know? I can do whatever I want. Well, Jim Ross said, I don't mean to start any fights with you or anything, but I know Gorilla Monsoon now is going to be talking with Kairi Singh and Asuka. Alright, Asuka, Kairi Singh, you are both the new TWF Women Team Fighters once again. And I know you won it before, Asuka. You won it with Gil Kim, and you won it with Kairi Singh, and you won it again with Kairi Singh. And I know in WWE you won the WWE Women Team winnings once with Kairi Singh and once with Charlotte Flair. And Kairi Singh, you won the WWE Women's Team winnings with Asuka. Well, it's like this, Asuka says. We're not bad. We're not heels. Alright? But I did what anyone would do if their teammate or friend, we're both friends and teammates, so I did what we had to do, Gorilla Monsoon. I had to do it. I know Nikki Cross would have done the same thing, so no one can say that I'm a heel or I'm a creep or anything like that. We had a fair match. We had a fair fight, Kairi Singh says. And at the end of the day, we take nothing away from Nikki Cross and Rhea Ripley. There were grounds to why they were the WWE Women Team Fighters for a long time, and why they were the TWF Women Team Fighters for a long time. And I know someone's going to guilt booking and writing for why they hold on to it as long as they did, but at the end of the day, we beat them. Well, alright. Alright, Asuka and Kairi Singh. Good work on becoming the new TWF Women Team Fighters here in the TWF. Back to you, Jim Ross. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon, for talking with Asuka and Kairi Singh here on Dynamite. And it looks like it is all the time we got here for Dynamite, or Strength for Might. I am Jim Ross for Trini Kwan and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Dynamite for Strength for Might, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact.